Today I'm going to show you an easy way to write guitar riffs. This way is so simple that a lot of people wouldn't think of it, and it's one of those slap yourself in the face kind of moments as well. Apparently the Beatles did this in ways, or especially Paul McCartney, in where they'd come up with the chords first and then create riffs from the chords. Here's an example for you. Let's play a chord such as we'll do a D minor 7. And then we'll do an A major. Now, all you have to do is analyze the notes that are within those chords. Pick some notes and create some percussive patterns with your right hand. Within the D minor 7, I'm going to utilize the middle 3 strings here. And then I might just add a couple of notes in. Let's see what comes out naturally. What I've done there basically is I've utilized these 3 notes within the D minor 7, and then I've added this octave of the root note in as well, and I'm just bouncing between. Something like that. Now let's do a similar thing with the A major. And I'm going to play around with the same strings actually. I'll do the D, the G and the B string and see what comes out. And I'll utilize a similar percussive pattern to the pattern that I did on the D minor 7. Now I'll combine those two together, and when the switch happens from the D minor 7 to the A major, I will switch to the second part of the riff. So first of all, we need some form of pulse or timing for it. So maybe if I go like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 switch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 switch. So I'll work around with that sort of pulse and see how it sounds and get used to playing that now like that. And some of that I've done that's cool and interesting there is on the A major shape that I'm playing and creating a riff from is that stop. That gives the riff some form of change within the pattern that might stick out or emphasize the chord a little bit more, particularly with it being the major third of the chord, which is the note that defines that chord being major. Now you can come up with some really interesting riffs by using this basis of creating a riff from a chord progression, because you're not restricted to one key. It absolutely does not matter what chords you can use. You can use chords together that don't belong to keys or that sound completely obscure together, because you can utilize the riffs that you're creating from the chords to blend those chords together. For instance, the first chord that I'm using is a D minor 7, but the A major that I'm playing after it does not belong to the key of D minor. It should technically be an A minor that I'm playing as opposed to an A major, but I've sharpened the 3rd note. Then all you have to do is create a drum track or get your drummer playing, get the bass sorted out. I like to get the bass to do the root notes and emphasize them in particular so that the guitar can focus a bit more on the riff and pulling away from just sounding like it is a root chord. But if you've got another guitarist in your band, you could even get the other guitarist to strum the chords whilst you play the riff. Once that's all put together, jam it out or listen back to it and check out what you've got. I'm going to do exactly that now, so let's check out how my guitar riff has come out in full context. I I love how that's come out. It's come out like a really dark Latin sort of vibe, but it just goes to show how you can really simply write a guitar riff from just having the chord basis of your song mapped out. I find this is a really good way of writing if you've got writer's block. So if you feel like you are struggling to get riffs to naturally come out, try finding chords instead and building riffs from the chords instead. And before you know it, you'll have a full song. In the comments below, let me know if there's any different ways that you write riffs. Let me know if you've got any questions about this concept in particular of writing riffs. Hopefully this guitar/songwriting lesson has helped you out. If you haven't done already, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and in the meantime, keep on rocking.